So my current role, I head up the small business division at Optus. Effectively, I run $1 billion business. And I've had to do a lot of work in recent years to make sure that I am thriving in that kind of role rather than surviving. Yeah.
And despite all the success and I would say authority of your position, there was still the missing piece. I know you've had some health issues as well. Can we speak to how has that changed? How has that transformed?
People would have looked at me and seen a very successful, healthy, energetic woman. But in the last couple of years, I'd really been struggling with various aspects of my health, both in terms of injuries, so knees and Achilles and all those things that start to bother you as you get older, but also then just internal things around my gut. And so this work has helped me really understand the importance of things like rest. That is not in my natural MO at all. And so it's helped me just make sure that I am balancing what I'm doing at work, but also what I need to stay healthy and thrive. And so the work that I've done with you has been a game changer in that regard. And what you see now is, I think you would have seen someone who's, I wouldn't use the word burnt out, but I wasn't far from it 2 or 3 years ago. And now health problems are going really well, like almost none. The odd niggle with certain injuries, but I've really transformed the way that I lead, particularly myself. That's been the key for me, has been the leadership of myself.
Yeah.
And that has had the biggest influence in terms of those around me.
Can we speak to the influence in the high pressure corporate world?
Yeah.
How has the self leadership now bled into your leadership role?
It's really unlocked things for me that I didn't expect. So in the last couple of years, as we've done more work together, I've had 2 promotions. I now run $1 billion business. And I credit the work that we've done together as a big part of that, because it's helped me understand myself better, understand those areas that I needed to focus on to really thrive and feel good. I didn't want to just feel good or look good on the outside and be feeling less than that inside. And all of that has helped me really get clear on who I am as an authentic leader.
Yes.
And bring that to life. And the success I've unlocked from that has really surprised me, and in a beautiful way. It
doesn't surprise me.
I know. But the focus on self-leadership is the key.
What would you say to those who say, I'm too busy?
For me, I wanted to prioritise feeling well, feeling healthy, and having a really successful and thriving life. And if you can't find time to prioritise that, it's maybe worth reflecting on what you're saying and what you're doing, and is there a lack of congruence across that?
I'd love to speak to your relationship and how the work or the program has transformed your relationship. What was it like before and what is it like now?
Our relationship was relatively new when we decided to do the program, and it was a very conscious decision to set some really strong foundations for our relationship early on. And I think what it gave us is the ability to really understand and empathise where each other is at, a shared language, and also an ability to ask great questions. I think one of the things that you do so well is ask great questions, and that I think has been a really big change for us in our relationship and has helped us really cement where we're at.
How do you do relationship differently now compared to the past?
We're more thoughtful about our approach to every subject, really. We talk through things. We're quite intentional with our purpose and with our discussions. Whereas before, I think we were floating a little bit, and I think I certainly was.
Your children are watching you.
Yes.
You know, how are they seeing a very different version of their parents today?
I think they're seeing, and it's interesting, being in a big blended family, you have to be so much more intentional around how all of you interact. So it's not just Brent and I, it's our exes, it's the kids. And I think what we have tried to cultivate is a relationship across us all of transparency, of compassion, but also of having hard conversations. I think one of the things I've learned working with you is the importance of boundaries, the importance of making sure that we are being clear with our children and each other around where our boundaries are and how we can then work together to make sure that we're all thriving. I think the world feels challenging for many people at the moment. And I think in corporate, that can feel even more so because you have less control. And I don't think there's ever been a better time to invest in yourself. And to do that, you should partner with an expert. And I don't know anyone in all of my experience who has shown more expertise, compassion, and grace in helping guide me as a human as Numinous and as Pauline. And so for me, I think the time is now. If you're thinking about putting it off, it's always easy to start on Monday, but I think the time is now.